Yo, yo. Black or welcome. We anything. So what's going on, fellas? Black Four Horsemen in the building, back with another episode.
Yes, sir.
Got three of the four horsemen in the building. Looks like we're gonna have some fun. What's going on, gentlemen? Q, Sig, OG, what's up?
Hey,
Man, back for another one, baby.
yeah, let's hit it. Let's hit it and quit it.
Hit it. You already starting off wrong, and we ain't even a whole minute into. We ain't even a whole minute into it, and this man
Well,
already talking
I
about.
won't even say nothing about BDs today. So
Oh, what? Yeah,
I won't. So
just let's. I mean, we may come across them. We may talk about it. Whatever.
let's digress today.
No, you the one that brought it
Well,
up.
I thought you all would be excited that I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. You know.
No, I mean, well, you know what? Technically, I am excited about it because of the fact that there is nothing exciting about that.
Nah, it's
Nothing. No aura, nothing. Like no promise, no upside, nothing. I can't get into the collective group. I can't get into it.
So my drink today is disco ball. So guess what's in the disco?
What's in a disco ball? But see,
Kool-Aid.
When you get ready to party, we party hardy.
All right, that is brought to you by
So
Jeff and Matt Hardy.
that is the first for me. I've never seen a disco ball with a straw.
Hold up. Or brought to you by Jimmy Uso.
Oh
no
man.
eat.
I'm on one today.
Hey,
We see.
we see. But
I haven't
look,
been here in a couple weeks, man. I gotta
you was here with us when I did the show, when you and I did the show, and you pretty
so
much
that was last week.
ran it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
me and him last week. Yeah.
yeah. So, but look, we together. Let's make the best out of it. Look, like we always do every week. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the notification bell. Let them know that the Four Horsemen is on your computer screen. Go ahead and tap in and hear what your boys got to say. Also, don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Instagram. All of that information, you can see it down on the ticker below. You know what I'm saying? You see it. So y'all, get at your boys and stuff like that. All right. So what we're going to go ahead and do is check in with a little bit of WWE Smackdown here. And I was like uneventful to me. I don't.
Yeah.
It's just, Roman come
Now-
back for a couple of weeks and spoil everybody, and then everybody's just like, okay, we'll just check the internet and wait till he comes back, and we'll tune back in.
Question. I watched the replay on Hulu. The first two segments, or the first one for sure, with Cody and Grayson Waller and all of them, KO, there was no sound.
I don't know. It may have been the Hulu feed. I know sometimes, and I don't know what happened in that match, but a lot of times, even when you watch it live, if the crowd is saying something inappropriate, they just go to like black screen.
They sure will.
So and even if it's just like a second or 2 seconds, I've seen it where it was on there for like 5-6 seconds, like real long. I'm hoping that they stop doing that. If you got I don't know if there's a way of bleeping out just the sound and leaving the video, but I've heard that happen though before, but just with Hulu. I think it's just their service and the replay and stuff.
It was like 20 minutes maybe.
Sound, yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Now I'm trying, thinking back on SmackDown, not to skip over a bunch of stuff, but the segment with the bloodline. So the way I interpret it is that basically Solo told Jacob, look, give me, I know you won this for us, but we're gonna get this title to Tagaloa while you go and and heal or whatever. He said, because he says I'll be my own enforcer until you get back. Now I was gonna put this in the group chat earlier, but I saw a picture. I don't know how recent it is, but it showed the brothers with the tag titles. but showed Jacob in the back, and they was on some stairs, and Jacob did not have that walking boot on. So I don't know. It kind of go back to my theory about how hurt is he really? Is he doing this just for storyline purposes?
Ain't nobody like running and running across the ring in no boot like that. Like
Right. Now he really
I'm
hurt. Yeah.
not like the moves that he doing
The boot
still
secures the
ever,
foot, man.
bro. But still, did we ever see John Morant running and shooting the ball and stuff with a boot on after the game? They limping, bro, even through the boot.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen anybody run with any kind of speed with a boot with their boot on, man. I haven't seen it.
Well, he's the superhuman, man.
They show act like he's superhuman.
So is it me, or is Tonga Loa slick goofy?
No,
No, that's Mr. Botchfist right there.
There's memes all over
Okay.
in there of him botching moves and not doing stuff right, and so
When he came from, that was the guy that came from under the ring where the ref had to stop his count and pull himself until he got untangled from whatever was tangling him up under the ring to come
It was
out.
like a
and do
towel
that
or
spot.
a mop head or something on his head. When he came out, he had to kind of take it off his head and then pay attention, like realize where he is. And so
The ref had to damn near pull his own self out. You know what I'm saying?
Bachelor.
shout out to CT. I see you in the chat.
Yeah, so I mean, like he's been terrible. Like just move. I mean, but the low blow. He missed the low blow. He missed
Ended up hitting
the,
his brother in the
belt,
head.
holding the belt. He don't even look right holding
Right.
the belt.
Yeah.
he had the pirate patch for a little bit. That was Super K-Fave in it. That man was looking like Sagat over there from Street Fighter, dog. Like he was.
Oh man, I thought it was just me. I said, man,
And the crazy thing about it, I think WWE knows this too. You know, it's rare that he wrestles, even when he's healthy, because he's always in the suit on the sideline, and either
why
Tama
would you
is
sign
in
him and
or
he
so.
suck? I don't get it.
I think it's just to make sure he's part of this whole bloodline thing. So I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
this is
Maybe Ming threatening to whoop everybody's ass.
He has a reputation because they say if it's one wrestler that we knew growing up that can really fight in real life, it's a Haku. So
there go
some other wrestlers scared of him
Tonga Loa right there. That's how he was
okay.
looking at the whatchamacallit.
with the eye patch on.
Oh God, that's priceless.
But no, looks like DIY came in and tried to get them some receipts and end up getting taken out towards the end of the show there. So I kind of like that. I kind of like the fact that DIY trying to get back into the picture of the thing. I hate that I was just for a second, I thought, just for a little bit, I thought that the Street Profits were going to get the gold though.
Let's talk about that match real quick. Very good match. Very good match.
The Street Profits have been bringing it tag team wise. At first, I don't know what it is. What's different about now versus then? They've been okay, but now as of late, I think they have taken it up to another level.
I'm waiting to see a heel Profits that would take them over the top, but I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen.
You ain't gonna see it because I think they will break up first before that.
Before the heels are, yeah.
I think that there is more. There is more a push that's building in the back for them to go ahead and go their separate ways. I don't know if it'll be a heel Dawkins or a heel Ford or whatever, but I think they will do that.
Get rid of B-Fab for sure.
So who? So how B-Fab? Like, I mean, what we
She's
doing?
getting TV time at least. I mean, I don't
What
know.
we doing? What we doing with B-Fab though?
Put her with the daggers.
Oh, come on. No, man, don't do that.
Just throw her on in there with them.
So is it gonna be the Ebony's and Ivory's? Or Black Butchies? Or like what we gonna do?
Yeah,
I need a drink.
we'll see.
They can call them B-Fabs. The B stand for Butch. So we can
Cancel show, boy. Man.
oh man. So
It wasn't even me this time.
you know what it started. You the one that started it. So you
It
the one that
was
started it. But
Corey said,
anyway, so going back to the tag
that will be
team.
found. Corey said in the chat they called them rock paper scissors.
Oh man. Okay, so back to I don't know what they're gonna do with B Fab or whatever. They might go ahead and send her back down there with Ashanti, the Adonis, and
Yeah, he's down in NXT, so
he's
maybe
down
it's
there.
on.
He bet.
He brought Sweet Chin Music back. That was pretty. A super kick ended the match last week on NXT, ladies and gentlemen. I hey, whatever. So yeah, so where
Speaking
we
of
going to
NXT,
DIY. Yeah, DIY got in and they got dealt with or whatever to end the show or whatever. So also the tag, yeah, we talked about the switching of the tag. I heard about that because I missed that part of it. How did Jacob Fatu take that?
See, that's the thing. He just you know how he I say guess the word aggressive. He talks. Solo. He kind of had a proposal look on his face, but when Solo hugged him, he was like, "I love you, Solo. You my tribal chief." He was saying that kind of in his brace, in Solo's
yeah,
brace.
yeah.
So, and they kind of took the camera off of him. Then they started doing something else. So you really see how he looked after the hug, but he wasn't there later on that night. It's almost like he left the show for that day. So we'll see if he shows up next week or if that was a way of just writing him off TV for a couple of weeks while he's quote unquote heals the ankle. So
No, but
He
that
came
should. But
back.
this.
He
But
came
that,
back
yeah, he came. Yeah, he came back and
during the
running
match.
across the ring during the DIY match and stuff
you're
like
right.
that. He
You're right.
did come out.
I'm thinking about last week because he wasn't there last week. So, but
No.
yeah, you after this hug and stuff. Yeah, you're right.
However, that's how it's supposed to have been done anyway, though. Like,
Yeah.
would you say the Gorillas of Destiny? That was their name. Like they were a
Yeah,
tag
well, that's
team.
what they
Anyway.
tag team in
Yeah,
New
that what
Japan.
they
Yeah.
used to. There used to be a tag team anyway. So they're the ones that's really supposed to have had in the first place.
Well, we
So
know
I'm
who
cool.
doing the work.
I'm
Just
cool.
saying.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
know,
someone
Who
doing
doing
the
the
but
work.
work, man?
man, you know what? He's gonna redeem himself, bro. Don't get off Tonga Lord. Tonga Lord gonna be the man. He ain't gonna be
So
Shawn
we
Michaels.
are. I was just saying we already saying Tom is
He,
gonna be
yeah,
Shawn Michaels of the group.
Tonga Lord would not be Marty
So
Jannetty.
that would be Margin.
I'm perplexed on this women's division.
I like it.
You do?
Why not? Like you got all the tag team, the women tag team. They're making Dawn and Fire look pretty good. Sometimes they just get their toe up, and I'm like, ain't no champion just really getting toe up like that unless I don't know, but they're trying, and
Yeah.
I like the effort.
Yeah.
They're
They,
trying.
they are trying. They are
They're
trying.
trying to make their division better than what it is.
And speaking of the women's division, real quick, that chick from NXT,
Which one?
Ooh, Jada Parker.
man.
Jay Parker did win. Yeah, she won her number one championship. So, yeah.
Man, that
Matter of fact,
gal.
they got a match this weekend. It'll be the day after Bash in Berlin. So.
That was a very
good
good match. Just looking at all that thickness running across the ring, and just it was a wonderful sight. It was
wonderful
a
sight. Yes, it
wonderful,
was.
wonderful match.
Jada
Wonderful
Parker
match.
is
Wonderful match.
that's
Yeah.
just she's
Say
easy.
no more. Say
She's
no more.
easy on the eyes,
Say no
and
more. Say no more.
she got this man. She just got this aura about her, man, that she can run shit, bro. Now her finishing move, I don't really like. Okay,
It's
I
like a
don't really.
tackle booty bump or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
yeah. It's kind of like a running rear end or something like that.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? But I
yeah, I knew
don't
that.
really. If they give her something else a little bit colder to go with that attitude,
And speaking of
and
rear
she good,
ends,
and she on the mic, man. She good on the mic. She got like a little bit of hood on her. and stuff, man. Like Jada could be the complete package, man. I'm excited for what they can do with her. I don't think they're gonna let her beat Roxanne Perez. I think they're gonna save that for Julia or somebody else to possibly
Nah,
come
she
and try
won't
to get
win,
that
man.
off of her. But I don't want them to do what they did to uh God, what's my girl? Jeez. Lola Vice. I
Mhm.
want, because now we ain't really heard from Lola. She gotten
Right.
knocked down a little bit, and now she down there with Wendy Chu or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, Jada Parker, yeah, to go in there, yeah, that's
I,
the business.
y'all see my boo in her background, her backstage segment. She getting ready for Mia Yim. You know what I'm saying? She gonna go on regulate.
I
That
think
should
I
be an
mean,
interesting match though.
and I mentioned this last week. That he does
Yeah.
like okay.
I
I'll tell you one
mean,
thing. I would
I
love to see
mean,
Shawn Michaels' phone and what phone numbers he got in there because I guarantee you all the women on it in the phone
I
are bad.
mean,
Um,
Last
but
Legend. We can just keep
yeah,
going
okay, they
down.
all that
Like
line. Yeah.
yeah, Shawn
Um,
Michaels, you ain't slick, bro. You
yeah.
ain't slick.
Um, yeah, I do like I said last week that Nia needs to embrace and Tiffany and Pretty Deadly could be her own little, Queen's Court or whatever. Use them. So the fact that they were backstage, they were still with her. I think they all kind of going that route. When if she needs some backup, whatever, she got those three, out in the ring or taking care of her business while she does in the ring. So
I'm just
I
wondering
like
how
that.
long they gonna wait before they pull the trigger on that Money in the Bank.
They need to stretch it.
They
They need to
don't
stretch it at least a couple months, man, because it's
because the women don't
yeah,
ever hold that, but they don't
they don't
hardly
really
hold that.
long, yeah.
They itching to get rid of to get their title and stuff like that. But I think they may develop this because I read, like you said, this may be a stable or something with Naya and then with Pretty Deadly because Pretty Deadly we don't know what they got going on. Uh, it kind of remind me of Billy and Chuck back
Ah,
in the
yeah,
day, you
yeah.
know. But I don't know. We'll see what I mean. It can't hurt. I mean,
There's, and I think Corey even mentioned in the chat, it is something different because you have in this situation, you have a woman as the lead and men as in her stable as opposed to having a man with women in his stable. So it's a little different. I don't think we've seen that a lot in wrestling in general. So
yeah, it's they do fit in they do fit in the stable, but it's interesting in seeing how that's going to work. Are they going to hold Pretty Deadly down to win some matches and build them on the men's side of things or whatever? Because we all know that the men can't hit the women really.
mhm.
I haven't really seen anything like that since Becky got hit with the end of days. And
Yeah,
correct me if I'm not.
yeah, that's true, right?
That was crazy.
And they came out of nowhere. Nobody
That
was expecting it.
came out of nowhere. Was that? Wait a minute. That wasn't. Was Naya in the Royal Rumble before or
Yes,
after
well,
that? Because
I
that's
want
the
to say
last
was that.
time we didn't
I want
have.
to say I want to say that was before that.
Okay.
Nia was before that but I think sometimes we make exceptions for Nia because she's a big girl. But yeah, because you think about it, she took a
RKO
619 and an
619.
RKO because she did the 619 first, and then as she came off the ropes, that's when Randy caught her with the RKO. So yeah, she caught her
Yes.
like back to back.
So yeah. Then when
Uh, I was gonna say earlier when you were talking about the briefcase and women holding it, women usually cash it in pretty quick, but that's when you will have another men's briefcase out there. They've already cashed in the men's briefcase, so the women's Money in the Bank is the only briefcase still out there. So I can see her holding it for a while just because it's literally only one briefcase left that's eligible of using to be cashed in. So,
and they shouldn't have let that briefcase go with Drew anyway. But anyway, I digress. I'm not gonna keep beating that dead horse. Yeah, cool set, cool little stable they trying to build with that. So interested in seeing how that go. How long is the Bianca, Naomi, and whatchamacallit? Bianca, Naomi, and what's her name?
Jade.
Jade. How long is that gonna last?
I mean, it's gonna last a while until
Rumble.
I'm be honest. I think it's going to last as long as it takes to get Jade comfortable on the mic. So I think that's the problem. I think that's what's holding. It's either her mic skills or her in ring skills.
Hmm.
Once WWE feel like they satisfied with Jade having like a one-on-one match, then you'll start seeing them kind of separate a good one-on-one match. I mean, she's had matches, but they've been mostly squash matches. Um, but speaking of those three, and I didn't realize it at the time when I watched it, but the internet caught up on it. Their outfits they had on that night were all
like
uh,
Olympic.
well they were basically Simone Biles. They were a tribute to her because it was the three different outfits that Simone Biles wore during the Olympics. So and they all three of them had the different outfits on. So shout out to them for that
Yeah,
representing.
that was slick.
Yeah, shout out to Simone Biles, who's going to be in the WWE in the next 3 years.
Let me see.
I,
Yeah, now great. Yeah, you right because she's gonna be doing something because supposedly this was her last Olympics. I think she's gonna retire. Everybody's saying that she can't retire with the one in 2028 coming to LA. How you not gonna compete on your own home country? But I don't know. We'll see. She's
no,
supposed
no, that's 4 years. They ain't like the Olympics next year.
right.
Okay,
You're
like
right.
that's
4 years from
that's
now.
4 years. Your body get older, and these girls get colder, man. Like the other chick that they gave them grief about that was bowing down to her and stuff like that from what was she from Brazil? She cold too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she younger, so she coming again next 4 years or whatever. But like I said, it's 4 years, and who knows what kind of toll it is on her body? Who knows if they're going to, her and her husband trying to have a baby? We don't know. We don't know none of this stuff. So it's not guaranteed. She can always be an ambassador because she got a lot of gold medals and she can promote this in her home country and all the other stuff. So I mean. There's a lot of other stuff that she can do than perform, but I would rather her go out on top than us looking at her miserable performance.
Yeah.
By herself. So that's my take. But no, I don't think she'll be wrestling. But hey, WWE may call her in for some stuff too. You never know. Let's see, Cody and KO. I kind of like the segment they did that showed KO turning on everybody.
That's all part when right toward the end, the way he was running with that belt, he just threw it at Cody. Yeah, so. He teased it, but yeah.
It's coming.
Touche. Like, because that's, and
that's
the
where
fact
everybody
that
as soon as the camera panned out, that's where I guarantee you everybody was looking at Kevin Owens, see what he's going to do when he hit that belt in his hand.
The fact that they had Sammy on there multiple times was freaking hilarious to me because he didn't miss Sammy over multiple times. Then they showed Chris Jericho, which was kind of, random that they, showed somebody else from another promotion or whatever, but hey, they did it. But it's true though.
Yeah, true.
KO cannot be trusted. And
the festive friendship or something like that.
Yeah,
when he turned on Chris Jericho.
He gave him the list of KO.
Yeah, he said, "Why am I on the list?"
And everybody was like really shocked by that, except for me, I guess, because I was just like, I've seen what he did to Sami Zayn already. I've seen what he do to all his partners that he's, They even showed the New Day. I totally forgot about the New Day one. But we saw that one coming too though.
Yeah, when Big E first got hurt, he was like, trying to replace Big E or he was getting in good with the group. His ultimate plan was to get it at Kofi. It's when Kofi was still WWE champion. So yeah. But I think at that time, Big E had to have been out for a different reason, not the current injury.
Not the neck injury, but it was something else that he was out
because
for.
if Kofi was champion and Kofi was champion before E was champion, so it had to be some kind of injury.
Yeah,
injury.
Okay. Let's see. That was it pretty much. I mean, Andrade Andrade and Carmelo, they got pretty much confirmed another altercational meeting or whatever. There's a match that's coming with them. Let's see. That was it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for SmackDown. Not much happened.
Hey, but they do be having Nia looking cute on here, though. I ain't gonna even lie, though. She the champion, and they gave her makeup and stuff like that, and all the other stuff. So go ahead, Queen Nia, go and do your thing. Show these peasants what's up. Out here, we'll tell Joe you said what's up. All right, so
flat out,
flat out. Let's see. Real quick again before we jump into I guess we can jump into AEW.
Yeah, AEW had a pretty good, pretty big show this past weekend.
Yeah, pretty big show. But before we get into that, real quick, shout out to my guys over at Creative Graphics, who continues to sell their merch, inspirational merch. all of that good stuff. Really appreciate the work that this gentleman does. Good quality t-shirts, all of that good stuff. There's the website there. Go and cop you guys some merch in time for the fall season. We got hoodie season coming up, and all of these shirts and stuff that you see can be made into some comfortable sweats and hoodies, as you see right here. So give my guy Aaron a shout at creativegraphics.com. All right. So I'm going to do a little AEW news and notes here because AEW had a pay-per-view, which is one of their bigger ones. Is this
Yeah, I
supposed to
think
be
this.
They biggest
WrestleMania? This is
one.
Yeah,
supposed to be the
this is like their
WrestleMania
WrestleMania
of
one.
their.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this they, yeah,
it's
this
day
is
one.
So
bomb.com.
I wasn't. That was all in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't able to catch it, but I got the results and stuff here. I did know that Mariah May did beat Tony Storm.
Hmm.
That was, I think people kind of saw it coming, but I'm not mad at
Very,
it.
very good the way they told the story though. I mean,
They did.
this girl got so much heat, man. She even went out there, man, and slapped her own mama.
She
her mom.
slapped her mama, bro. Did you see?
Man,
Did you see
I
that,
saw.
Q?
Yeah, I saw the highlight of it. Yeah,
man, listen,
How you slap
slap
your
your
mama
mom.
though?
Yeah,
man, listen. I was like, come on, tell the story then. You know, and the way the little butler guy after she lost, he just looked so pitiful.
yeah,
Man,
loser.
she kicked the butler before she ran over and slapped her mama. It was
Yeah,
all in one thing, all in one
Hey
pretty
man,
much scene,
I
bro.
like that chick.
Yeah, Mariah May. Yeah, I'm a
I like
fan.
that chick.
I'm a fan.
I
yeah.
like her.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Let's see. So
What else
what else
happened?
happened? Let's see.
We got new trios champions.
That's weird. So when did Pac become? Is he's not part of the?
So,
I'm
yeah,
thinking he will be
yeah, he's
because
been
he
helping out, but because of basically, you're in, what's it? Your enemy, the enemy of your enemy is my friend, or something like that. Whatever the saying is, they both hate the other people they were feuding with. So, yeah, I think they're gonna officially add him to the group because John Moxley hasn't been around, from what I
right.
understand,
And
and
then
so
if Brian finna go, you gotta have somebody else. You don't want to leave Cesaro and little
the
Yuta,
Yuta, whatever his name is.
you
Yeah.
know, hanging out. So and Blackpool is in
He
England.
look,
He is in. That's
he is
his
one British guy that's in the club. So
exactly.
because it was just well,
Regal.
it
You
was
know, when
Regal
Regal was
and
there, yeah. So
yeah
now you don't
and
have him. You know what I
right,
mean? So I say go for it.
another Brit in the in the group.
I think it'll be cool though.
All right. Well, congratulations to them. I
I
see.
heard MJF had a lot of heat going out there because he out there dressed up in what was he dressed up like Apollo Creed
The man looked like
over there in
Apollo. He
Creed.
looked like a mix between Apollo Creed and Ben Franklin.
Um, because I think they over in Great Britain over
Hey man,
in
but let me tell you something, man. Hey, that MJF is the total package because that boy can work. People don't look at how he worked. That boy worked, and then he got so much heat, man. He just know how to
natural,
have heat, man.
natural. Because he was a face. He showed that he could. He instantly became a heel again because that face run with Adam Cole and
yeah.
stuff like that. He turned immediately, and these people are hating him again, if not more than they did the first time.
But they love him too, though. That's
But
the
they do,
crazy part.
they do love him.
Yeah.
But MJF, like you said, he is the truth. I'm not, I can't hate on that at all. He
He
ended up losing the belt though because
So
we had our boy Daniel Garcia
coming
come
out
back.
there. Mhm. So the joke is, I know before this match they were joking about because that one title has had like 3 different name changes, and I think in the past year or so because it went from the All Atlantic to the International So MJF calling it the United the American champion or something like that.
Yeah, and I was
I
just
wonder.
like,
So I wonder will Ospreay make it a
It's
British
back.
champion
It's back.
or
So
back
what
as
happened was
international? Yeah.
the referee got ready to give Ospreay the belt, and Ospreay did this here.
I don't want that
And
one.
then Christopher Daniels came and had the bag and pulled out the original title.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Except it wasn't red anymore. It was black. Yeah.
Okay. Tell you one thing, these folks, they got the belt maker on speed dial because they got all kind of different versions of the
But
belt.
I'm gonna tell you something though.
Hey, I
but
need
they got
another
some
belt.
nice looking ass belts though.
Yeah, I know, but it's like they can't. It's
Yeah.
almost like they can't make up their mind.
But
I want the title to look this way, and then 6 months later, let's change the color. Yeah.
But the thing is, they probably they give them a belt anyway, and they got to remake it. So why not make it specific to them if that's what they want? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
well, shit, make me a belt then. All the ones y'all don't use no more, man. Send that shit out to Arizona, man. DM me or send me an email. Our emails and stuff attached to our page.
So then
Hey, just send us an email. We'll take them old belts off y'all hands.
What's the title? The coffin match.
Oh yeah.
Is that was with
Darby Allin? And
Darby Allin and Jack Perry. Man, listen, them boys was out there getting it. Them boys was getting it. Getting it. Hey man, that Jack Perry, man, I like that dude, man. I like that dude. I really like him.
He's another one of them that's kind of like a heat magnet. People gonna boo on as soon as he walk out there.
Yeah.
Now my question is, again, forgive me because I don't watch AEW as much as I should. So now is Sting's retired, right?
Yeah.
Because he came out there later to help Darby Allin, so I guess he just retired from in-ring action. He ain't retired like I'm going to the house.
Well, he had always said he was just gonna watch. He was gonna watch out, and he was gonna be watching the product. And they was finna burn his boy up, man.
Right, yeah.
They was finna put the boy on fire in the coffin.
Sting still want to get the pop of the crowd, but then not
had
doing
to
the
come
physical.
for the
Man, but
save.
you're over in London, so you got to bring out the big guns and stuff like that too. So
you got to have some kind of, And speaking of that, y'all boy Ricochet came out there and Rick shot.
He was in the what match was that with
the Battle Royal? It's kind of like their version of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Except you get pinfalls instead of throwing them over the work.
And Christian won that one, right?
Man, that dude, man, that Christian, man. Hey, man, let me tell y'all something. Hey, man, after all these years, I realized that Christian was a hidden gem all along. Edge was holding him back.
He was he's not Marty Jannetty, but
Edge was holding that boy back, man.
That started when he went to TNA too.
Yeah.
When he went to TNA, that's when he started. That's when everybody kind of like, okay, we got something here out of it. So,
but backtrack real quick though. So, if you had the pen, the pencil, let me ask you this: is that how you would have debuted Ricochet? So for everything that happened at WWE about them not using him right and not getting him in the crowd, you're gonna put him in basically a battle royal that he didn't end up winning. So it's like, what was the point? So,
no, if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to do that, I would have had him come out to assist somebody.
Yeah.
Because you could have.
But then he riding the coattail of somebody else though.
Well, the match everybody wants to see over there is him and Will Ospreay.
Right.
So he could have came and helped Will Ospreay win the match. Or at least confronted him after they won the champion.
Daniel Garcia made more sense because MJF took him out.
Yeah.
But he coming back though, because it's gonna happen because now Garcia is going to after MJF, so that's done. So it's gonna be Ricochet and Ospreay for that belt.
So does Ricochet confront Will Ospreay next week when
absolutely
he's there with
it's coming. It's coming.
Maybe, but I can see them holding out on it too, though. But holding out on that match, and kind of saving it.
I think they're gonna go for it. They should.
Well, we'll see.
I just
let Ricochet go in and get his money. And we'll figure it out.
They should.
We just brought him over for that one match though. Like, okay, Ricochet and Swerve. I do want to see that.
Mhm.
I want to see that. I want to see that. I want man seeing him with Hangman Page either.
Right.
Uh,
If you got two baby faces, him and
Will,
Darby Allin could be a good match.
Darby Allin,
So there's people over there he can
Jack
take.
Perry,
It's a
yeah.
lot. He can work with everybody, man.
But I'm not trying to be a hater, but I just don't see him unless they show me something different. Because I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna follow it. I am because I want to see what you guys did do so different that WWE did not. I just want to see. I want to see.
Now
I want
keep
to
in mind,
see if he's going to go against Daniel Bryan for the world title, or because I think Christian Cage is going to be the next one to get it.
oh yeah,
I think he's the next one that's going to get it because Daniel DB is about Brian Danielson. I'm sorry. He's going to, even though Jim Ross did call him Daniel Bryan in the match. Um, I want to see. I don't think he's going to hold it long because he's out. He's getting ready to kind of retire or whatever. So I
I
think
wouldn't
Christian
be
Cage is up
surprised.
next.
I wouldn't be surprised if they even have a retirement celebration and put the title up and have a tournament.
Yeah, hey, you
Well,
could do that too.
he'll hold on it for at least another, I think, month because I guess the next, I don't know if it's a pay per view. They always do these little specials and stuff, and this one is the Wrestle Dream. I don't think it's an official pay per view, but it's some kind of thing they do. Anyway, Wrestle Dream is the next one coming up, and it's in Seattle, Washington, up in his hometown area,
Oh
Daniel
yeah,
Bryan's area.
that'll
So.
be it then. That'll be it. That'll be
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, you retire on top. You know what I'm saying? And drop that title. I
Damn good
mean,
match. Damn good match. That match. Swerve beat the living stank out of
Yeah.
it, man.
yeah, but
Oh,
Swerve
man.
beats.
That
Yeah,
kid, that man
Swerve
kicked
beats.
out about 10 of them. His little kicks.
That
that
man
Swerve does.
kicked out of all of the move, all of his finishers, and I'm just like, is that why everybody trying to talk about this was a 5-star match? Because if that's the case, goddamn, um, God, what's the main name? Tozawa and goddamn, who else? Just give me somebody else. God dang it, somebody
Chad.
Chad
from
Gable.
Pretty Deadly. If they
Yeah.
sat here and wrestled and had a good match and they kicked out of each other finishers,
Nah, man.
it's
Nah,
gonna be the same. Like I'm just saying, like
nah, man.
so all of a
You had to
sudden,
watch the match, man.
I
I'm
did
telling
watch
you.
that. I did
But
watch
that,
that
you know
match.
what though? We
I
should we
ain't talking
should
about no clip.
we should leave it to
No,
the people.
I watched it. I watched him kick out of. I watched Swerve take the infamous running knees and brush that shit off, but then get hit with it later on, and now you stumble. Like I don't know.
Hey,
I
man,
don't know.
you're doing too much.
No, they're doing too much, bro.
They do that in WWE though.
They
They
do
do the
okay.
same shit.
Not really.
They
Not
yeah, they
really.
do.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they
they
did
do.
that. They'll do that with. Okay, they have done that with
They do it.
Roman Reigns Spear. They do that with Brock Lesnar F5s when he was doing that with the Undertaker back in the day. They kind of do that, but I don't give a damn if it's WWE. I don't care if it's Memphis Wrestling or whatever. You can't call a match 5 stars if you kicking out of finishers
Hey, man,
all the
I
time.
don't
It's
give a
not
damn
a
about no
5-star
5 star.
match.
The match was good as hell.
That sound like a Twitter poll we need to put up. Let the people decide. We gotta come up with the categories of what makes a good wrestling match. Is it the false finishes? Is it the storyline match? I don't know. We'll come up with the categories and put that out.
Yeah, because
We'll see what kind of comments.
I want to know because, like I said, it was a good match, bro. I get it. I mean, it was.
Or
But
what
if
makes a 5-star match?
we
Yeah.
could have still had a good match if he kicked out of maybe one or two of the finishers.
But then okay, so
The
if
man
they
kicked out
had,
of like 3 or 4 house calls, bro.
but if they had finishers, how you gonna win? You not gonna know if the match over. You gonna think the match over. If because ain't nobody gonna win over no damn roll up.
We're not saying take away the finishers. I'm just saying let's limit how many. See, one thing about finishers, go to finish the match, right? It means you can't do a finisher 2 minutes into a match and think your opponent is wore down enough that will take them out. So don't even attempt the finisher until you get
If I'm not, and then going back to your thing to prove you wrong, there have been title changes on small packages, dude. If I'm not mistaken, when Sting beat
Don't.
Ric Flair at Great
My
American Bash,
my
he beat him in a fucking small package.
Man,
I thought you about to say the
man,
little
man.
school what's it called, the schoolboy roll up that R-Truth won all those hardcore titles with. I thought you about to say it happens all the time. Matter of fact, it happened 453 times with R-Truth. Or whatever that number is that he making.
He had
Sting
that belt
won
that
his
many times.
title. He's
It's up
yeah.
there.
On the that's what we bro. Okay. Wait a minute, real quick. This is totally off the subject. Not off subject, but it has to do with wrestling. And my boy Mark, mean Mark Greer. Y'all already know what time it is. We had the Grizzly welterweight belt. Do y'all remember when the Grizzlies first had wrestling night and they gave away those belts, those small Grizzly belts, right?
I actually wanted one of those belts. I'm mad I ain't go to that.
That's all right. I might have some packed up if I got an extra one. Let me, because I had like 8 or 9 of them, bro. Because I just wanted them. It just
Right.
So anyway, we had one in the office, bro, that we used to literally wrestle in the office in exchange,
Like-
and just like it was the
Like a hard-
24/7 title.
Like a 24/7 title.
Oh God, bro. I mean, tap outs, like you'll be sitting in your chair, somebody come and put you to sleep, and and the belt is gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and Mark literally did a small package roll up in the office and had somebody like it was a random worker that was the referee, bro, and we'll just walk him to the queue. We used to literally do this shit
It's something wrong with
at
that.
work, bro. Crazy. Because
Hey,
when you thought about small packages,
they ain't get no sales. No
bro,
sales.
we in button downs and slacks doing small roll ups in the fucking office, bro. It's ridiculous, dog. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to say that, man. Shout out to Mark and Preston and man Justin and everybody else that participating in this stuff, food. And we just got people on different levels of the floor that watch wrestling involved, and it was crazy. But yeah, so it was decent pay-per-view, you know. Going back to what
Banks
you said,
won. Sasha Banks won.
no, Mercedes Monet.
Mercedes one.
Yeah, whatever.
Let me say
They
something.
said Mercedes carried that match though. I read a couple.
I saw that too. Supposedly Britt Baker is probably still a little rusty. Probably just should have practiced a little bit more. Cause, she's not long returning from whatever she was gone for so long. It was injury or what. But let me say this about Mercedes Monet, and I said this when she was on her independent run before she even got to AEW. She needs to change her finisher. I don't know what was wrong. I don't know what was the problem with the bank statement with the submission she had. You cannot pull. It takes too long to set that person up over your back just for you to swing them over and drop them on their face. And you can't. And it's only certain people you can do it to. You ain't putting Nia Jax. Somebody like that. You're not putting somebody like Nia Jax in their finisher. So it's like and it just takes too long to set up. That's why I said she needs to change her finisher because.
I like her finisher though. Everybody hating on that finisher. Right. I mean, who else used to do that? Was that the Widow's Peak? They used to do that when you pick them up and then
but she would drop it straight down. Yeah,
you can't put everybody in that either.
But see what Mercedes is doing. She's basically putting you back to back, and then you basically she just twists the body and you roll over and fall on your face. That's all that move is.
But if you do a Canadian destroyer, you jumping backwards to help them flip your ass over.
But the end result was cool. The end result of Mercedes match is like, you slipped and fell off her back.
I remember when they first started doing that in TNA. That was the fucking best move.
Man, what?
Oh my God,
you killed him, man.
Oh my God, when he would start when what's his name? Petey Williams was doing that in TNA, bro. That move was I don't care if you try to change it to the Panama Sunrise or whatever, but when Petey was doing that in the TNA back in the day, that was the move to see, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
But everybody can't be in. You can't put Nia Jax in no damn Canadian destroyer. They might try. She might try that. Nia crazy enough to probably try that, but not. Everybody have some people have secondary finishers. So if you got somebody that's bigger than you, or whatever, you go to that secondary move. But if you have that, I'm okay with that move. It's different.
I don't know. Maybe I need to watch a little bit more. But I don't. The first few times I've seen that, I don't like.
Yeah, it takes too long.
It doesn't come out smooth too. It's almost
some people have been dogging it though, bro. Like I've seen it on X, on Twitter and stuff like that. People have been dogging that move, but some people, like myself, do like it. So I mean, hey, that's cool. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so shout out to Mercedes. I don't know if they have another move. I don't know if they have another one coming back or whatever. Let's see. Um, the Young Bucks retained. It looked like.
Yep.
And what else we have here?
Uh,
Hook won the FTW title.
and Taz got involved. It was kind of cool. That was cool.
Did he? I mean, you the one that's
That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Well,
his
basically, yeah. Go ahead, quickly.
no, no. What I saw is he basically came off a commentary and put Jericho in the what's it called? Is it Taz mission out on the ring on the outside? Was it Chris
It was
Jericho or somebody else?
it was the other guy.
Okay.
The Big Bill, which is who is Big Bill? Kaz, Big Kaz. So it was
yeah, big Cass, and
it was
yeah,
either Big Kaz or the little black dude, the little yeah, it was one of them. Put him in the Taz mission. So Taz had one of them in the Taz mission, and then Hook had Jericho, and then Jericho tapped. So that was that on that.
oh, okay. Well, good
Yeah,
for
but
good
that
for.
was about it, man. That was
Yeah,
about
that
it.
was okay. That was about it. Okay, we touched the highlights and stuff again. Good pay per view. I missed it. I did read about it. I did catch the last match though. I
Nice
did catch,
crowd, nice crowd, nice
No, I
crowd.
mean, it's Wembley, so yeah, I knew it was gonna be a nice crowd.
and
That's
it better
the
have
last,
been.
the last year. Did they say what the attendance was? You know, it was a big deal last
It
year
was
when
50, 52,
because I think it's
52,000.
less than last year because that was when Will Ospreay got that tattoo of the attendance record that they broke and the number ended up being wrong. But
It was 52 or 54, something like that.
yeah, okay.
Another thing, Will Ospreay moved that he was trying not to use the Tiger Drive 91.
He
I see
did.
why he's not using that shit.
Oh yeah,
You can fuck
fuck
somebody
somebody
up
else.
with
Yeah,
it,
fuck
man.
your neck, your spine, everything else. Yeah, man.
Man, you fuck somebody up with that move,
Because
bro. Hey,
MJF wasn't too far from it. I was like,
no, he
oh.
wasn't. They
I
had to
said,
practice
ooh.
that, man. I was like,
Because
hey,
you got to think your neck basically got to be like this as you hit the ground. If it's just like this or anything like that, and you go straight down, yeah, your whole neck and spine messed up, man.
dang, bro. No, we ain't doing that no more. Retire it. And you got your belt back. Retire the move. No more
But
Tiger Driver
somebody
91s or
else had
whatever.
a move like that. Dean Ambrose. Remember that move he used to do, and he stopped doing it
Mm-hmm.
because it was messing with folk neck. Samoa Joe, he really don't use that
That muscle
buster
buster,
like
yeah.
he usually do.
Because he heard what they call him TJ
Tyson Kidd.
Tyson Kidd, yeah. And Tyson Kidd hadn't
And
wrestled
where
since.
is he anyway? Is he hurt or is he just
Who?
what?
No, he said
Samoa
he ain't
Joe.
wrestle. Oh,
Samoa Joe. I don't know.
he was with Hook. They was supposed to be like a team or whatever. He may have been hurt, but them
Yeah.
two where he was supposed to be
His little
mentor
mentoring
or
him,
something,
something like
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and jump into we're gonna jump into Raw and talk about that. So we're still doing the Judgment Day. I mean, there's still the Judgment Day. I
And
thought they was gonna.
before we get it real quick because I'm going by the order of the show. They started out the show with the well, they did do a tribute later on, but you know how they always begin the show. They show up on the screen that we lost a superstar over the weekend. We lost Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, Sycho Sid, however you remember him, because he went by all three names in his WCW run and WWE run. And they even mentioned it when they showed his picture. They said, Sid Edie, known as Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid. So shout out to them. And for those that don't know, Big Sid is from West Memphis, Arkansas, so he has some ties down here in the Mid South. I actually remember seeing Sid Vicious in a softball game. That big motherfucker played softball, and he was good at it too. It was like a local celebrity softball game, and he was on the team. But yeah, rest in peace, Sid Vicious. So.
Oh man, because I was just about to. I was actually going to say that wasn't for the debate of the day, but we can go ahead. And talk. We can go ahead. No, we can go ahead and talk about it because I used to. I knew him as Sid Vicious. You know what I'm saying?
He's always gonna be Sid Vicious to me.
He's always gonna be Sid Vicious to me. I'm not gonna even call him Psycho Sid, even though he won the titles as Psycho Sid and stuff like that, and Sid Justice maybe, but he was Sid Vicious to me.
So yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, Sid Vicious was his name in WCW. He was a bad guy. He was a heel. When he got to WWE, it became a babyface. That's when he started calling himself Sid
It's
Justice.
Justice.
And then I think his second run in WWE, he was Sycho Sid. So
Yeah. And that's when I think that Sycho Sid, that's the one who beat Shawn Michaels from for the title.
Or is it Shawn or Diesel? One of them two had the title and Sid got it. I can't remember who he beat, but yeah, he was a former WWE champion. So.
My story of Sid Vicious was, let me show you how back in the day this was. I was working out at the French Riviera.
The French Riviera.
The French. I was like, what? I was like, what was the name of it? Because they don't even have the French anymore.
Yeah. I used to have membership there. The one on Covington Pike and Raleigh LaGrange. I used to go there all the time. Yeah.
I went to the one I was working at the one on Union. They had just opened it up, and I was back there working out. I was going back to the locker room, and who I see sitting there, getting ready to head out because he had just got through lifting.
Yeah,
he was damn Sid Vicious, and I was like, oh, and he was cool as fuck, man. Like to sit there and talk to him about the stuff that I know about wrestling and just asking him questions, stuff like that. Man, he was real receptive, even giving me tips and stuff. About working out and stuff like that. That was my story and my interaction with the man. Sid was very, very cool, down to earth guy, man, and it it was like you're not crying and stuff like that, but you just like, damn, man, we lost another one, man. It's like we losing as we get older, we're losing all of the ones that we grew up watching.
And he was he's young. He was younger. He passed away younger than I thought he was, because I just knew Sid was like 75, 76. But he was 63 when he passed. So.
And I didn't know
than I thought. Yeah,
I didn't know it was cancer either. So
I didn't either. Yeah, he hadn't been on the screen, been around. So
you couldn't. And he also, I don't know how true this is though. He also said it was a tweet out there that he put out there. It was like, now that Vince McMahon is gone, I want to know what I need to do to get into the WWE Hall of Fame now. And he put that out there literally because I read that about a month ago, and a lot of people was like, that's not him. That's not even Sid. Da 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 da.
Yeah,
it might have been him, and now the WWE probably gonna do that shit they do and get people in when you pass away, which is a bunch of bullshit that they do. Because there's some people that I scratch my head about that didn't got into the Hall of Fame now, before Sid, and stuff like that. And WWE bought WCW, so you should take what he did in WCW and in WWE. And I think that he should be in there. So, they might go ahead and do it, but big F you to WWE when you do it after this man passed away. So, hey, whatever. You got anything on Sid, man, before we push into Raw, man?
Nah, man, my fondest memory of Sycho Sid, man, when he was in Memphis, man. Humongous.
Yeah.
Humongous.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, man.
Yeah, sure was.
So for him to be behind Jimmy Hart, he was the first one to go to WWE. Wrestler wise.
Yeah, that size.
You know what I'm saying? Wrestler wise, period. He came before Lawler. He went up there before Lawler. He went up there before Too Cool them. He went up there before PG-13. He went up there before all of them. So he was the first
PG-13 was my tag team, man. I hated that they didn't get the run in WWE, man. Shout out PG-13, man. Dang.
Did they have the same name in WWE?
Yes.
They were, yeah,
they did, and they were up there for a hot second.
It was a quick minute.
I want to say they had a part of a faction too, didn't they? Then they kind of looped them in with some more people. I thought maybe.
They did. I forgot.
It was brief though.
They did. I forgot.
I was shocked to see that they got up there. With the hubcap and the chain around the neck. Hey man, that Jamie Dundee so country, man. I ain't lying.
PG-13
for anybody watching that's not from Memphis and not familiar with PG-13. Imagine if you grew up in the hood and there was at least one or two white boys that kind of grew up in the hood with y'all or were friends with y'all, take them two white boys, put them some leather jackets on, and send them to the ring. That was PG-13, and them boys was country talking, hood talking white boys. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
buddy.
said.
Shout out PG-13. Yeah,
So
man.
yeah,
Memphis. Everybody who not from Memphis and stuff, y'all gotta understand that Memphis wrestling was a territory, and a lot of people came down there to come up to your WWFs and stuff like that.
yeah,
We didn't seen all of them,
yeah.
pretty much, and stuff like that. So, that's an important part of wrestling too when it comes to them territories, Memphis wrestling. So real quick, man, let's go ahead and jump into WWE Raw. Uh, we was talking about the Terror Twins. They're still doing their thing against the Judgment Day, which is they're still calling themselves the Judgment Day because there was some rumblings that they might change the name or possibly disband them. But I kind of like this new Judgment Day, or whatever, and hopefully it's led by Finn Balor, and they continue to do some stuff. So, and what else you guys got going on with that stood out on WWE Raw?
What?
Jey Uso finally had a match, which was,
Yeah. And according to his daddy, he's not happy about it. Rikishi's not happy about how they booking his son. So
well, he hadn't been around, man, and
You
he
finna be
still,
pissed off now. Still,
and
yeah,
because he will not win, but
he's not
what
going to
can
be
you do?
Braun Breaker.
Nah, nah. But
Sorry,
they got to prep him for that reunion anyway. So
yeah, 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 yeah.
But did you see how even if he hadn't been on TV that much, but did you see the crowd once he won? Man, they were like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, this man is still hot.
He's a top babyface on Raw, at least one of
He's
them.
still
I'm
hot.
not thinking I'm trying to think of somebody else, but yeah, he's lead. If not, he's top 3 baby
Who
faces on Raw right now. James.
who ahead of him?
Well, I couldn't think of anybody else. I said he was number 1, but I'm trying to think. Is there anybody else over there?
Seth Rollins,
Seth. Yeah, when Seth is there,
Yeah, Seth winning.
he's
Yeah,
hurt. Yeah,
that's
and
about it.
CM Punk,
it may
CM
be
Punk.
CM
Rhea,
Punk, yeah, CM
and
Punk.
it may be Rhea now that it's the
Ah,
Dawn turned on
yeah,
and stuff. So
yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
but
Hey man, hey
now
man.
we go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, now we used to have this segment, days of our with Judgment Days of our lives. I got a new show for you too. However you want to incorporate the name of it, but we need to look at the new day. See, it's the small things. So when they had a match, Kofi came in all colored in the green and everything. David Wood had all
Yeah,
black on,
black on.
and he tried to say, "No, this is representing some character, maybe a video game character, whatever." But yeah, he had
Nah.
all black on, like he's real heelish his wardrobe. So keep an eye
Nah.
on that.
Yep. So we all know that's coming. We know that's going to come to a head. Whether it's he decide to leave and they just kind of keep it cool, and we still got like a
Mutual
face,
respect, yeah,
yeah, a
face,
face Xavier and stuff, and they have agree to disagree, or we just have a full blown turn and Kofi finna get his ass beat.
yeah.
So I don't know. Interesting to see how that's going to where that's going to go. The the triple threat matches and stuff are so random. Like, so we had Pete Dunne win. I actually thought they was gonna give it to Xavier to kind of
Yeah.
do, to
At
kind
least
of
one of them, because I think Kofi had his match first and Kofi lost. I figured they'd give it to Xavier and put at least one of the New Day.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of thinking that they would do with that. And so now with Pete Dunne, and then you got
Jey Uso won the other.
Jey Uso won the other one. So next week they have. Next week they have.
Is there more triple threat matches?
Yeah, they have
A lot of
two
times
more. So
they
you
do that
got
kind of-
Ilya, Dragunov, you got a couple of other people and stuff in there that this should be a good triple threat match.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Whoever wins this they're going to lose to Braun anyway. So
Yeah, I think sometimes they do stuff like this just to give a different feel to finding out who the number one contenders be. A lot of times they just do a tournament or they just appoint somebody the number one contender. This one they try and you build matches on your weekly programs like Raw, SmackDown, whatever, and then have these tournaments either at the pay-per-view or maybe the week before the pay-per-view. But it's just giving the superstars more matches and the ability to kind of earn their spot. So I think that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, yeah. So hey, um, next week should be good. They may,
So
I might, they might have Ilya come next because they still got to pick up where they left off because he technically didn't beat Ilya because Ilya couldn't continue because of
yeah.
the
Well,
power bump to the thing or whatever. So I'm thinking he may come out of this next.
here's another thing too, and it could just be because of where they are. Because WWE, they're already over in Germany. I've seen uh, people's Instagram feeds and even WWE itself is posting stuff. Gunther and Ilya had a dark match over in Germany. So, I don't know. So a lot of time when they had those dark matches, they're preparing and practicing for the real thing. So I can see Ilya winning. But no, you're right. This is for the Intercontinental title, not the World title. So scratch that. But they did. There is video footage out there of Gunther and Ilya dragging off in a match over in Germany.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that too, ruining that possibility that's coming down the line. But hey,
We'll keep
whatever,
it what they
whatever
want.
works,
They are
whatever.
they are they are really pushing. What's the dude name? Braun,
No.
not Braun Strowman. What's the other Braun?
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's about
they're
four
making
Braun something on the Raw
Did
they
you see off
on the
of the
car.
down man?
the
Yeah,
tsunami with the windows blowing out, bro.
right. Boom.
I knew it was something gonna happen when I saw them 1998 cars out there. I knew it. I knew
Yeah,
it.
like they gonna tear that one up. They're gonna tear that one up.
Yeah, they're gonna tear this Corsica up out here because ain't nobody driving no
Oh, man.
Corsicas no more, man. But yeah, no, they're making Bronson to a badass here, man. So, having him take out Big Braun though,
Yeah.
it's not a bad look, man. So hey, go ahead, Bronson Reed. I ain't mad at you, bro. Go ahead and make a example out of these folks and make your own name, and maybe you get a shot at
But,
Gunther down the line. You never know.
but Bash at Berlin is this weekend,
Yep.
and because it's over in Germany, I think it starts at maybe like 1 o'clock our time.
Yeah, it's
Pacific
10
time.
o'clock mine. It's 10 o'clock
Yeah.
mine.
So yeah.
10
So
o'clock a.m. my time.
so 12 noon our time. So yeah. Um. So yeah, we're not going to do predictions this time, but you know, look out. Turn your notifications on. We may jump on after Bash of Berlin on Saturday since it'll be early in the day, and,
Hmm.
and maybe do a recap show real quick. But
And let's see what else. Randy Orton cut a promo. Yep. I'm trying to see
Not a
what
bad
else.
promo.
I'm trying
Not
to
a
see
bad
what else.
promo.
What else happened that was worth noting
well,
from Raw.
Uncle
Uncle
Howdy.
Howdy made the main event.
Uncle Howdy.
Him and
How dare
Chad.
how dare I? He's gonna come get me for that. But Uncle Howdy picks up the win. Uh,
He got a little emotional at the end too. I think.
Yeah, I mean, but that's his first. That's Bo Dallas' first match in WWE
One
in
match there. Yeah.
in a
Years.
minute. A minute. So, he ended up getting the win or whatever in that match. So does this conclude this feud, or are we still doing this?
We doing it. It's not done. It's
Yeah.
not done.
I mean, both people, both heads of each stable, took did their and we had the tag team match, we had the individual matches. I think we need to be done with it now. Think
One
we need to
more.
go ahead and go after the Judgment Day, after the Terror Twins, take care of their business. Let's just go ahead and get this another
Interesting.
faction
That'll
going,
be interesting.
another faction going on there. So, um,
And then they'll take out the. They may take out the. What is the authors of pain? Them. What's their name of they
oh
little
yeah,
New Testament?
The
the
final
final
testament.
the
Yeah.
final testament. Yeah, well, that final testament needs to do something next because that's they've already quote unquote broke up the New Day slowly, but surely they're doing that. So maybe they'll do that. But I'm ready to see AOP go ahead and be strong and go after these tag titles and stuff like that they are because they were badass in NXT. Don't like the way they're using Authors of Pain up here, whether it's with whatchamacallit or not, Karrion Cross or not. They can be a good tag team. Your big physical tag. Yeah, they can be that. So I hate that they're doing it to them, but hopefully they can right the ship and make them better than what they are. So uh, I think that's it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we covered it. Yeah, we covered
That's
everything
it.
I think
for the
we
most part.
covered everything for the most part. Pretty good weekend. A few episodes of wrestling and stuff like that. We got NXT going on tonight. I'm gonna check that out afterwards. After I get through picking up my son for baseball practice. So I'm go ahead and wrap this up, man. Look, don't forget, guys, to like Q said earlier, we may do that. We may do the predictions and stuff to the show. Go ahead and cut your notification bell on. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, now known as X. Keep up with your boys and the Four Horsemen, man. We always doing trying to do stuff to stick out and get in front of you guys when it comes to talking wrestling and things like that. So we appreciate all of you that have been rocking with us, man. The page is going to continue to grow, and we want you guys on a ride with us. All right, so appreciate the love, man. Fellas, appreciate y'all joining me this week. We'll try to chime in again
Thank you.
next
Thank
week.
you.
With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the Black Four Horsemen, it's been fun chatting with you guys. We're going to holler at you guys on next week. All right. Appreciate you.
Peace.